All right, switching now to today's medical news with a focus on dementia. With up to 1/3 of those over the age of 70 at risk for dementia, measures to prevent or at least delay the onset of memory problems are being investigated. One such study published earlier this week in the BMC Medicine Journal, well, it offers a little bit of hope. Dr. David Winter joining us to explain what this all means. Dr. Winter, what do we need to do to at least try to keep our brain sharp?
Yeah, this is a very important study that just came out, and they found that people that followed the Mediterranean diet had a 25% less chance of getting dementia, even if there was dementia in your family. 60,000 people were involved in this, which adds credibility to it. Last fall, I can tell you, another study looked at following MRI scans of people's brains, and the aging phenomenon of the brain scan was less in people that ate on the Mediterranean diet. So this is something to think about. Mediterranean diet sounds like a good way to go.
We already have it up on our screen, but for those of you who did not see that just flash on the screen, explain what is in the Mediterranean diet for those listening in as well.
Yeah, it's grains, but it's whole grains, not just partial grains. And also in there are other foods that are very important to eat. Fruits, vegetables, fish, olive oil, legumes, which includes beans and lentils and chickpeas, then also nuts. Now, not on the list, not in the Mediterranean diet, are meats, processed foods, cream, butter, sugary soft drinks, and all sweets and pastries. They're out of the list. So the best thing is try to lean more toward the Mediterranean diet if you want to improve your brain, at least according to these studies.
Whole grains was at the top of your list, Dr. Winter. What exactly are those?
Yeah, so that's corn, rice, and wheat, but it's the whole part of the grain. So there are three parts to the grain. The outside is the bran, that gives you fiber. Inside is a condition called the germ and the endosperm, and those have vitamins, supplements, they have processed chemicals in there that really make your brain work a lot better, it's said. So you want to eat the whole grains. Now, how do you know if it's a whole grain or not? Look at the ingredients. If it says whole grain at the very top of the ingredients list, that's a whole grain.
Okay, and besides diet, what else can we do to keep our brains healthy?
Yeah, there are other things that have come out in different studies. First, you don't want to smoke. You don't want to drink excessively with alcohol. You want to exercise regularly. You want to try to have good control of your blood pressure, blood sugar, blood cholesterol. And then you want to exercise your brain. We exercise our muscles to keep them strong as we age. You should also exercise your brain. Take up a new hobby, a new challenge. Board games are good. Social interactions help quite a bit. Strengthen your brain. Eat a Mediterranean diet. The best way to try to minimize the chance of dementia.
Now, I know folks used to do those crossword puzzles. Does that help at all, too? A little crossword puzzle here and there?
Yeah, crossword puzzles, Sudoku, Wordle, all those things do help. That helps one part of your brain. Interact with people is another part of that. So challenge your brain in many different ways. Just don't isolate yourself. Don't stay home and just watch TV all day long. That's probably not good for you unless you're watching WFAA TV.
I know that's right, Dr. David Winter. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen to Dr. Winter always, you guys. All right, you guys.